Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1925 Underwood No.5 antique desktop typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. Helps you guide the page in straight, and I like to line it up with this paper finger because that also has a guide on it, and you want to make sure that this right side is also lined up so it feeds the paper correctly, so it goes straight through those fingers. And the margins are up front, so you want to make sure the margins are also in between the fingers, which is around 10 and 70. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, you flip the switch to the 2, skips 2, down a little more, skips 3. That works good. We're going to keep it on single and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence on the next line. This is my favorite machine, I think, of all time. Absolute classic. They made this model as the first visible, which means that you could see when you're typing, you could see it print on the page. Before this model was a Remington blind writer, which printed from underneath, and you couldn't see what you were typing until you fed the paper out. So this was a revolutionary typewriter, and it dominated the market for over 30 years during this era. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that down, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the plat, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that up before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Backspace on the top left keyboard. That works good. A shift on each side and a shift lock on the right. To clear that, just hit the shift button on the opposite side. That will clear it. Tab on the top right. Right now, it's got 2 tabs set back here. These are manual set tabs, and you just pull them down like this and put them where you want them. There's a scale back here to tell you exactly where they are, and they just lock into these teeth. There's 3 of them back here, 1 on the end. So the ones that's not being used, you just put on the end here. And I'll show you from the back how it works. It just stops at each one of those tabs. That works good. This is your color selector. Basically tells you what's part of the ribbon you're printing on. So if you have it to the left, you're printing the top portion of the ribbon. If you have it to the right, you're printing the bottom portion of the ribbon. That's when you have a black and red dual ribbon. You can print red or black. Right now there's a solid black ribbon, so we're just going to keep that on the left. If you want to double use that ribbon, you just use it up and then go red, and it'll print the bottom portion. You could double use it. This is your winding ratchet. You pull it out, it'll pull to the right. You push it in, it'll pull to the left. All the brand new ribbons loaded on this side here, so it's pulling to the left. So we're going to keep it pulling that way, and you can wind it up if you want. Carriage release on the top here, on each side, works good. There's a carriage release on this side, and this, if you push it up, it'll disable the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it down. Each one of those clicks is 1 space. That works good, and you pull this out, it does the same thing. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.